Joanne Barna says, Alex, I'm independent too, and I hate Elon Musk. He might build great EVs, but he rots as a human being. Look how he treated his own child. So let me ask you this, Joanne: do you like Steve Jobs? Because Steve Jobs also treated his child like shit because he never actually admitted that it was his child until I believe DNA evidence were a thing, and they're like, "Well, sorry," and like Steve Jobs was a horrible human being. I actually met him one time. The second day when I came to America, I was 15 years old, and the reason we ended up in America is because my father's company at that time was working on the Newton computer. I told you guys my father is AI guy, and so he created this handwriting recognition software. And if you remember, Apple's Newton computer was the first device out there that recognized human handwriting and transferred it into text, right? So, in that time, I think Steve Jobs just came back to Apple, and so because it was a big deal at that time, my dad, being the chief scientist of the company, him and all of us got invited. Like we just came to America to a Christmas party at Larry Tesler. Yeah, Larry Tesler was the VP of Apple at that time in Palo Alto, and apparently, I don't remember. My parents told me like years later, like you met Steve Jobs. I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, so I apparently I met him there. I should have kicked him in the balls and helped everybody out, but I didn't. So it would be I would be interested, Joanne, to see if you actually um, um, like Steve Jobs. I agree with you, but I don't think him treating his own child poorly is the worst thing about him, right? Uh, I think he's treated other people much worse. Um, remember that a guy who was part of the team saving the soccer team here in Thailand from the cave. That Elon basically claimed he was a pedophile, and he doubled down on that. And of course, he won the lawsuit in Europe when that happened. But like to me, that's the worst thing. One of the worst things that he's done. Like he ruined this guy's life. Right? The guy was trying to help, and then this guy ruined his life. But I can probably go on and on and on. So um, we probably would agree on that.